Season 18 left fans with emotions running high because the Bartlett-Fleming family went through moments of heartbreak, change, and hope, setting the stage for what Season 19 is ready to deliver. At the center of it all was Amy, who has always been the soul of Heartland. Her journey in Season 18 was marked by strength, growth, and the never-ending connection she shares with horses. But beneath her calm smile, Amy was struggling with the heavy weight of moving forward after loss. The finale showed her facing one of her most emotional moments yet, when she had to make choices that would not only affect her future, but also the legacy of Heartland itself. Meanwhile, Lou's storyline reached a boiling point. She has always balanced family and leadership, but the finale forced her to ask herself what matters most. As mayor and as a mother, Lou was stretched thin, and Season 18 ended with her facing the hardest decision yet. Should she continue chasing the public career that keeps her away from home, or should she pull back and focus on the family that needs her now more than ever? The cliffhanger left fans on the edge of their seats because her next move could change the entire rhythm of the ranch. Jack, the wise and unshakable grandfather, also played a key role in the finale. He tried to be the steady rock for everyone, but even Jack could not avoid the cracks forming in the family. His wisdom helped Amy stay strong, but viewers noticed his quiet worries, especially when it came to the ranch's future. His heart belongs to Heartland, but questions remain. Can he protect it from the storms that keep coming? And how long can he carry the weight alone, Tim? As always, brought fire and conflict, his stubborn nature clashed with nearly everyone, and his choices in Season 18 pushed the family to its limits. In the finale, his arguments with Jack hinted at deeper battles ahead, not just about horses or land, but about legacy, trust, and family pride. Viewers could feel that the bond between them was about to be tested like never before. The finale also sprinkled in lighter but meaningful moments, like glimpses of new love, friendships growing stronger, and the family table filled with laughter mixed with tension. These scenes reminded fans why Heartland feels so real. It is not just about horses and ranch life. It is about people trying, failing, forgiving, and standing up again. By the time Season 18 ended, fans were left with 1,000 questions. Will Amy find peace in her heart? Will Lou choose her family over her career? Will Jack and Tim repair their bond or break it forever? And what surprises wait in the shadows for the Heartland Ranch? This powerful ending is the reason why Season 19 Episode 1 is so highly anticipated, and why the leaked trailer and plot details are shaking the fanbase today. The leaked trailer for Heartland Season 19 Episode 1 does not feel like any ordinary opening. It feels heavier, darker, and yet filled with hope. Every frame seems to whisper that change is coming and nothing will ever be the same. The very first shot shows wide-open skies over the ranch. But instead of calm, there is a storm brewing in the distance. Lightning flickers far away, almost like a warning to the family that storms of the heart are near. The camera cuts quickly to Amy, standing alone in the field, her hand resting gently on the neck of a wild horse, her eyes carrying both strength and sadness. Fans know this look. It is the look of someone who has carried pain but refuses to break. The horse pulls back, restless and untamed, and Amy whispers something that we cannot hear. But her calm voice seems to tame the storm inside the animal, hinting at her inner journey that will define the new season. The trailer then shifts into a fast rhythm, showing Lou rushing into an office, papers scattered, phones ringing, her face full of worry, her voice raising as she argues with someone out of frame. It feels like she is trapped between two worlds, the polished world of politics and the raw world of family that is slipping away from her grasp. A sharp cut then shows her sitting in the dark at the kitchen table, her head in her hands, a cup of untouched coffee in front of her. The camera lingers on her face just long enough for viewers to feel the weight of her choice. Then comes Jack, walking slowly across the ranch yard, his shoulders heavier than ever, his steps slower, the wrinkles on his face deeper in the evening light. He stops near the barn, looking at old photographs pinned to the wall, a faded picture of him with Marion, with the ranch in its younger days. He takes a deep breath, and for a second we see tears in his eyes, a rare and powerful image of the man who has always carried everyone else. This moment tells fans that even Jack's strength is being tested. The trailer grows louder, faster, more chaotic, as flashes show Tim arguing at the dinner table, his voice shaking the room, fists hitting the wooden surface. Jack standing across from him, his own voice raised for the first time in years. The family looks on in silence, the air thick with pain and anger. It is clear that whatever they are fighting about is not small. It is something that could split them apart. The trailer does not reveal the reason, but it hints that this battle is tied to the ranch's future, to choices that cannot be undone. A new face then appears only for a split second. A young rider dismounting a horse, boots hitting the dirt, a glance at Amy that feels both familiar and mysterious. Who is this stranger, and why does Amy's face soften when she sees them? The trailer offers no answers, only questions, which is exactly what keeps fans talking. The final moments of the trailer hit harder than ever. Amy rides across the fields, the storm now closer. Rain pouring, wind roaring, her horse pushing forward through the chaos. She stops at the edge of a cliff, looking down at the valley below, her face wet with both rain and tears. A voiceover then plays, low and trembling. It is Jack saying, "Sometimes the hardest fight is not out there, it is in here," as he points to his chest. The screen fades to black, leaving the sound of the storm echoing, and the title card for Heartland Season 19, Episode 1 appears. The trailer does not reveal the whole story, but it does enough to make one thing clear. This season will not just test the family, it will change them forever. Fans who saw the leaked footage say it feels like the most emotional beginning in years, with every shot carrying hidden meaning, with every pause leaving space for heartbreak or hope. The leaks about Heartland Season 19 Episode 1 do not read like safe guesses. They feel like raw pages torn from a script that was never meant to be seen this early. And if even half of it is true, then this season will shake the very heart of the show. The leaked plot begins quietly, with Amy waking up before dawn, walking out to the fields, the silence broken only by the sound of horses breathing in the mist. But the calm does not last, because a letter rests in her hand, and the leak claims this letter will set the tone for everything that follows. Some say it comes from someone in her past. Others say it holds news about a decision that could change her future forever. The words inside are hidden, but the emotion in Amy's reaction is clear: shock, fear, and then a quiet strength as she folds the letter and tucks it away, as if protecting herself from the truth. From there, the leak suggests that Episode 1 throws Amy into a test she cannot ignore. A new horse arrives at Heartland, wild and dangerous, a mirror of Amy's own restless heart. Training this horse becomes more than just work. It becomes therapy, a fight for balance, and fans believe it may symbolize her attempt to heal wounds that have never fully closed. Each scene with the horse is said to echo her personal battles, making Episode 1 a deeply emotional start to her new journey. But Amy is not the only one caught in change. Lou's leaked storyline is heavy, filled with choices that cut deep. According to the rumored plot, she is offered a bigger political role, something that could move her far from the ranch, but at the very same time, her daughter needs her more than ever. The episode shows her in boardrooms and in family dinners, torn in two directions, her ambition clashing with her love for the people at home. The leak even claims that Lou delivers a shocking line, whispering to herself in the dark, "What if I lose everything?" by trying to have it all. It is the kind of moment that sticks with fans long after the credits roll. Jack and Tim, however, are at the core of the drama. The leaked plot insists that their conflict explodes in Episode 1, not as a small disagreement, but as a battle about the future of the ranch itself. Jack wants to preserve it as it is, to honor the past and the family's legacy, while Tim pushes for new changes, risks, and expansion. Their arguments are loud, bitter, and filled with old wounds that never healed. One leak even claims that Jack slams his hand against the barn wall, his voice breaking as he says, "This land has already taken enough from us. I will not let it take more." Fans who read this believe it could be one of the most powerful Jack scenes in years. And then comes the biggest rumor, the one that has shaken the fandom. Episode 1 may bring back a character from the past, someone whose presence changes everything. The leaks do not name who it is, but they hint that Amy's stunned reaction and Lou's silence around the dinner table point to a face no one expected to see again. Whether this is true or just speculation, it has sent fans into endless debates, with some believing it could be Ty's family, others guessing an old rival, and a few daring to hope it might be someone even closer. By the end of the leaked storyline, Episode 1 does not give answers, it gives questions. It leaves the family scattered, Amy at a crossroads, Lou on the edge of a decision, Jack and Tim standing as enemies under the same roof, and a shadow of the past falling across Heartland. If this leak is true, Then season 19 begins not with peace but with fire, and the kind of tension that will keep fans glued to every frame. The leaked trailer and storyline did not just stir excitement. They opened the floodgates to endless fan theories, and right now, the Heartland community feels like a buzzing town square, where everyone has a different version of what the future holds. Some theories are built on sharp observation, others are fueled by pure hope, but all of them share one truth. Season 19 is shaping up to be the most unpredictable chapter yet. The biggest theory storm centers on the mysterious return teased in the leaks. Fans across forums and social platforms have been piecing together screenshots, freeze-framing the trailer, even analyzing shadows in the background of certain shots. Many believe that the returning character could be Ty's father, Wade, reappearing after years of silence. If true, this could open painful wounds for Amy and Lindy, while also forcing the family to confront history they tried to bury. Others argue that the return could be Mallory, the once spunky family friend who left Heartland years ago with dreams of her own. The idea of her stepping back into the ranch brings excitement and nostalgia, and some fans say her presence could be exactly what the family needs during the storm. But there is another, far more daring theory, whispers that Ty himself might appear in flashbacks, or even in a dream sequence guiding Amy as she struggles to move forward. While the show has firmly closed that chapter, devoted fans refuse to let go of the possibility, and the very idea of Ty's presence, even as a vision, has set hearts racing. Whether this is realistic or just wishful thinking, the speculation itself proves how deep the emotional connection runs between the characters and the audience. Another wave of theories focuses on Lou. Some viewers believe the leak about her political career is not just a subplot, but the seed of a much larger story. According to this theory, Lou's growing absence could create cracks in the family unit, forcing others to step into roles they are not ready for. Some even suggest that Lou might actually leave Heartland for a time, setting up a powerful return later in the season. This idea has left fans torn, some fearing the loss of her presence, others curious about how the family might evolve without her constant leadership. Jack and Tim's rumored conflict has also created a storm of guesses. Fans believe their battle over the ranch may not just be about land, but about legacy, secrets, and regrets that go back decades. A few sharp-eyed viewers think the trailer's storm sequence is symbolic, showing not only nature's fury, but the fury between two men who have carried the family on their shoulders. Some fans are even predicting that this fight could end with one of them walking away from Heartland entirely, though many argue that the show could never let go of either man without breaking its soul. And then there are the horse theories, the most Heartland kind of theories. Many fans noticed the new wild horse in the trailer and instantly connected it to Amy's journey. Some believe the horse symbolizes her struggle with grief, while others think it is a direct link to the returning character. Could the horse have once belonged to someone from Amy's past, returning to the ranch with untold stories? This blend of symbolism and mystery has fans dissecting every frame, every movement like detectives searching for hidden clues. In the end, these theories are more than just guesses. They are proof of how deeply fans are invested in the world of Heartland. Every rumor sparks debate, every screenshot fuels a new conversation, and together they build a web of hope, fear, and excitement. Whether the leaks are true or not, one thing is certain. Season 19 has already captured hearts before the first episode has even aired, and the family at Heartland is once again uniting fans all over the world in a storm of speculation. The question every fan is asking right now is not only what happens next, but when can we finally see it unfold? The leaks may have given us glimpses of the story, but they have also stirred a storm of confusion about the release date, because different whispers are saying different things. Some claim the first episode of Season 19 will arrive sooner than expected, while others say fans may have to wait longer, as if the network is holding the season like a secret treasure, waiting for the perfect moment to open the chest. What seems certain is that Heartland Season 19 will return on CBC first, because that has always been the home of the story. The leaks suggest that Episode 1 is set to drop in the early months of the year, with the season rolling out week by week, keeping fans hooked and hungry. But here's where it gets interesting. Several fans online believe the network might break tradition, releasing a double-episode premiere, giving audiences a 2-hour storm of drama right from the start. While this rumor has not been confirmed, The idea alone has already set the fandom on fire. For viewers outside Canada, the question of where to watch remains just as important as when to watch. Based on the pattern of previous seasons, Heartland usually finds its way onto streaming platforms like Netflix, but often with a delay. The leak hints that Season 19 could follow the same path, meaning international fans may have to be patient, watching Canadian audiences get the first taste before the show gallops across borders. Still, patience is nothing new to Heartland fans, and many are already planning their viewing parties, promising to avoid spoilers at all costs. The trailer's storm sequence feels like a mirror to the release buzz itself, loud, unpredictable, and electric. Some say the official announcement will be made during a CBC event. Others think it will appear suddenly on social media, catching everyone off guard. Either way, the mystery around the release date has become part of the drama, almost like an extra storyline running parallel to the show. And here's the most fascinating part. The leaked information has hinted at a specific time frame, but the exact date is still hidden, almost like the producers want to keep fans on edge. The whispers say early fall, but no calendar circle has been drawn, no clock has been set, leaving fans to guess, debate, and refresh their feeds every morning. It feels intentional, as if the waiting itself is meant to build the suspense, stretching the tension like a bowstring ready to snap. What this means for fans is clear. Keep your eyes on CBC. Keep your ears open for official posts, and be ready for the moment when the network finally lifts the curtain. Because whether it comes in weeks or months, one thing is already certain. Heartland Season 19 will arrive with the weight of a storm behind it, and the whole world will be watching when Episode 1 finally rides onto the screen. If the leaked trailer and rumored plot of Heartland Season 19 Episode 1 have shown us anything, it is that this is not just another season. It is the season where everything feels heavier, sharper, and closer to breaking. The family we have followed for nearly 2 decades stands at the edge of change, and the storm hanging over the ranch is not just weather. It is the reflection of their hearts, their choices, and their secrets. Every frame of the trailer, every whisper from the leaks, carries the promise that nothing will stay the same. And that is where you, the fans, come in. Because Heartland has always been more than just a show. It has been a shared story, a bond between the characters on screen and the people who carry them in their hearts. Right now, the fan base is alive with theories, guesses, and emotions. Some hopeful, some afraid, all waiting to see if the leaks are truth or just smoke meant to distract. The only way to keep this conversation alive is to share your voice. What do you think is hidden in Amy's mysterious letter? Do you believe Lou will walk away from her career? Or will she risk losing the family she has fought so hard to protect? Will Jack and Tim repair their bond? Or will Season 19 be the season that tears them apart forever? And perhaps the most burning question, who is the shadow from the past that steps back into Heartland's story? These are not just questions for the screen. They are questions for the community, for every fan who has ever sat down and felt like they belonged at the ranch table. So, as the storm builds and the countdown begins, I invite you to join in. Drop your theories, your hopes, and your predictions in the comments. Tell us what you believe, tell us what you fear, and tell us what you want to see when Season 19 finally arrives. And if you are one of those fans who cannot bear to miss a single leak, a single update, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, because every new whisper, every new reveal will find its way here first. The ranch is waiting, the storm is coming, and the story is far from over. If this is only Episode 1, imagine the battles, the heartbreaks, and the miracles that are waiting just beyond the horizon. Heartland is not just returning, it is transforming. And when the screen finally lights up with Season 19, the whole world will be watching. And now, as the dust settles from the leaks, as the whispers of the trailer echo across every fan page and every forum, one truth rises above the rest. Heartland Season 19 is not just another chapter. It is the turning of a page that will never be turned back. The storm hanging over the ranch is not a passing cloud. It is a storm that will test every bond, every choice, and every piece of the legacy the Bartlett-Fleming family has built. Episode 1 may only be the beginning, but the tone it sets feels like the start of a season that will live in the memory of fans forever. Think about it. Amy standing in the field holding that letter like a secret she is not ready to share. Lou caught between ambition and love. Jack carrying a weight that even his steady shoulders may not hold forever. Tim fighting with fire in his voice and the mysterious shadow of a returning face ready to change everything. This is not just drama, it is Heartland at its most raw, its most human, and its most daring. The final heartbeat of the leaks suggests that this season is about legacy. What we keep, what we lose, and what we pass on. Horses may run free in the fields, storms may rage in the sky, but it is the choices of this family that will decide the future of Heartland. And maybe that is why the leaks have hit fans so hard, because deep down everyone knows that this time, the ranch itself feels fragile, as if it could be lost forever or reborn stronger than before. So, as we wait for the official release, as we hold on to the leaks and the theories like puzzle pieces waiting to fit together, one question remains. Are we ready for what Heartland is about to show us? Because once Season 19 begins, once Episode 1 unfolds, there will be no going back. Only forward into a storm that could change everything we thought we knew about this family and their home. This is where the next ride begins. And the only way to face it is together, fans, family, and the world of Heartland united under one sky. Waiting for the storm, waiting for the light, waiting for the story that has always found a way to break our hearts and heal them at the very same time.